Hello everyone and welcome back. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. This is game number 1 of the grand finals between Indypride and Sir Tree of Arbor. We are here at Alpine Ridge. Indypride chose the map. He is in blue as the Hojo, and this is Alpine Ridge. Not a very common map in this tournament. Kind of surprising as it's pretty well balanced. A little hill here in the middle and fairly flat. It seems that most people just choose flat things to choose their maps in the competitive sense, but whatever. Anyway, Tree is over here in the red as the Mori. Got a lot of Yari Samurai here on his front line and a lot of cavalry, so very interesting build here. Yari Samurai and cavalry. It actually can work pretty well in certain matchups, like against a lot of bows. But unfortunately, Indypride doesn't have any bows. He's running his pretty standard Katana Core, 5 Katana Samurai and 1 Katana Hero, with a front line of Yari Ashigaru and a couple of Captain Support. Basically the same thing Indypride's been bringing throughout this tournament. It's worked very well for him, obviously, as he's here in the grand finals. One thing I should note, just so we all are clear on the rules about this, this is a double elimination tournament, so you have to lose twice to get out. Tree is undefeated, being the winner's bracket winner, and so he has to lose twice. Indypride's already lost once, coincidentally, to Tree, so he only has to lose once, meaning one series, that is. If Tree wins one series, that's it for Indypride. Indypride has to win 2 best-of-3s in a row to pull out the upset. What an upset that would be, winning 2 series against the winner's brown finalists. Especially a player like Tree is going to be quite challenging, but we'll see if he can do it. Indypride's deployed in a spear wall up in front. The 3 Yari Ashigaru are going to engage the Yari Samurai. And this could actually work very well for Indypride. If you can get him stuck on this spear wall, Yari Samurai don't have that much killing power. They're excellent tanks, but against other infantry, they just don't really have that much killing power. So this Yari spear wall could potentially hold these guys for ages and give the Katanas plenty of time to get into position. We saw Indypride use these Katanas so well in the matchup against Prussian Prince with getting him caught on that spear wall and fanning out. Let's see if we can do it this time, but that is a lot of cavalry. I mean a lot. Let's count how many units there are. What, 8 of them? Looks like. At least 7. Generals will stand to fight there for Indypride. The cavalry's come up to fight the other cavalry. And that's a good idea. Just focus all of your power on Tree's cavalry. And if you take the cavalry out, the Yari Samurai will not be able to defeat the Katana Samurai. So, unfortunately for Tree here, looks like he's trying to just kind of cram through here up the middle. Maybe try and get through. I don't think it's going to work out for him at all going against these spears. Some Yari Ashigaru there are also in support. No chevrons like the ones at the front line, but they will take out cavalry quite well. This side for Tree is already wavering and will be routing shortly, meaning these katanas will be able to sweep around. Tree is not in a very good position here. Indypride could easily just sweep. Yeah, there they go. All this side is routed, so he's going to be able to sweep on in, attack the general. The cavalry's not getting it done. Weren't able to flank. Maybe he was trying to go through a little hole and send Indypride into a panic, but it doesn't look like that's how it's going to work out for him, as this little chunk here is in danger of just getting completely swarmed. The Yari Ashigaru there is moving up in spear wall. Got great guard and spear cavalry up there countering the Katana cavalry, and this gambit here for Tree is not going to work out, it seems. A lot of wavering here, a lot of death. War Cry is active as well. The Naginata monks for Indypride doing job. Mass wavering, and Indypride is going to take a convincing win here in game number 1. Could this be the beginning of an upset? Tree concedes defeat. And there it is, Indypride takes game number 1. I'll see you back in the main menu. And look at those numbers. Indypride not even losing a third of his army, while Tree lost about 3/4. And it was a bit of a botched attack there for Tree of Arbor. That army setup, I've used it myself, and it can work in certain situations, but you got to get that cavalry flank off. Those Yari Samurai actually hold. They can just hold for ages, giving you plenty of time for your cavalry to get in position, but I think Tree really just jumped the gun there and just blew his wad way too early. Indypride caught it and was able to fan out with those Katana Samurai and just manhandled that force. The Yari Samurai just will not stand up for Katana Samurai under any circumstances. And you needed the cavalry. The cavalry is the only thing that could win that battle, but he had them all bunched up so much. If he had spread out a lot more and even gotten 2 or maybe 3 cavalry around to make some big charges, that could have been a very different battle, but they all got stuck and tied down. Indypride did a good job calling it and getting those cavalry tied down, because once that cavalry was tied down, that battle was essentially over. And as you can see by these numbers, very one-sided there in that battle. So Indypride's got a long way to go. He's going to have to win 4 battles to take the grand finals and win the tournament. That was win number 1. We'll see what's going to happen in the next one. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you in the next match.